You'll notice these rolling styles are going to be able to get pills to the left and right very quickly. I'm curious if that's going to impact his vision. Because he can, is he going to choose to rip pills over to the left and right? A lot of Dr. Mario is about precision play and the columns in between, the straight down and the far left and far right. But then I suppose Tetris is about that too.
Let's count them down. Ready? 3, 2, 1, pills. Betty. It's not quite the same as Buko. And if I yelled in the mic, yeah.
Goetzy here, a little dicey at the very start, clutch maneuver.
That's what you got to do against Betty because the combos are going to come fast and furious, like this one.
I was asking Betty before, during our sparring, what do I have to do to beat you?
Oh no, he's giving away secrets. Go ahead, inphlox, it's fine.
She said. Top her out quickly. And we know that Betty is a very versatile player, good in speed and versus. And it is definitely true. If you give her the chance to just do what she wants on this board, then she can clear it down very quickly.
She had an epic match versus Ibar in Columbus a few weeks ago and then turned around and had another epic match with Ibar at the Virus Busters League just a week later. So quite the rivalry there. And Ibar is in chat, I believe.
Mid-boss.
Mid-boss. And Ibar's saying, stop laughing, Betty, get serious, LOL. So he's telling you to stop laughing and LOLing.
Hypocrite.
Typical. But it's a close game up top, 35-36. And at the bottom, Matt Martin Rookout here looking quite good. Scuti's board looking a little artistic. But look how fast he's getting those pills to go back and forth. That's the rolling technique. And Matt gets the quick win.
Blue Scuti had one missed drop a few pills ago, and it cascaded, multiple plans being interrupted. That is a very susceptible characteristic of new players. And old players. Well called.
You guys can go when you're ready.
Missed drops breed.
Game 2 at the bottom. Goetzy's board. A lot of pill halves and not a lot of triple pill halves. That's not what you want to do. Buzz does create the combo there. You need to make combos when you can out of those garbage pieces. Try to match them up, at least 2.
Betty and Goetzy here, still on game 1. Their boards are starting to resemble each other, being sloped downwards in the middle.
But if you want to check out rolling, look at the benefit of this for Scuti. He could get that piece all the way to the right or the left before it reaches the second level down. So if he can figure out how to get that precision maneuvering to take advantage of those high game situations, look out, world.
DAS is difficult to maintain too, so rolling, not
Overcomes
the
it.
worst option.
There are a lot of tappers in our community, and that play style is certainly growing. It does give you the added benefit with tapping with being able to down press. And Matt takes the second crown. But at the top, we're still at our first crown. As a Scuti drops his controller. That's a downside. Oh, and Betty takes it.
Was that game 1 or 2? Was that game 1 or 2? 1. Okay.
You guys can start when you're ready.
I like this. These players taking, not an excessive amount of time, but at least a breath between matches.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the salty run back. Oh, nice cross from Goetzy.
I was reacting to a fat log from Betty high up.
Cross
Back-
versus fat log.
Back and forth.
We'll see a lot more of those as our day progresses. I like Betty's setup. There's 3 different combos. She takes one easy, makes another one. And Scuti here, look at that quick jumping out 48.51 now. Super clean board.
Yeah, but these pills are just falling down at their natural speed, which, I mean, high speed, not the slowest obviously available, but seeing more pills, getting more combo fuel is definitely an advantage at these earlier levels. We'll see how this translates higher up in the bracket. But I think Scuti is setting up for a fat log here, perhaps, or maybe it's interrupted.
It's a
but
Scuti log.
Scuti log. Meanwhile, Betty's in a bit of a precarious situation with that column 6.
This is where rolling would be really effective if you could just knock that piece right over to the right with 2 quick taps.
Even if I could roll, I would be scared of this situation. But she's going to get some horizontals,
Nice L.
drill it down.
But Goetzy's board not much better. This is a trash fest over here up top.
Yeah, let's go. Trash.
Betty's into it.
Always.
Goetzy doesn't have a lot of room to work with. Certainly no room for error.
No. But nice triple from Betty, knocking out that entire left side.
Oh, goodness. Nice horizontal clear from Goetzy.
Betty's getting cheeky. She's going to work on a monster combo, but I'm just a fear for that piece of trash going down in that column 4. But nope, she's going to knock it off just in time. And she's finally past that first initial wave of viruses and can start working on the viruses in the middle of the board now.
Briefly susceptible, a very risky strategy, but it has paid off here as all the garbage just dissolved from her board.
But Scuti here was looking pretty good, but Matt, I think, is taking a bit of a lead, at least in board health.
I think these players might have agreed to a no down press game.
Oh, there it is. Betty takes game 2.
Oh. And a third top out from Scuti
Oh, and that's it in Rookout. Matt Martin advances. He will play the winner of BettyB and Goetzy.
But well played for sure. When I first pulled out my umbrella strat, everyone hated.
Everyone hated it. No.
People still hate it.
People don't like change sometimes. You know.
Maybe it's the umbrella of the future. Maybe it has a use case.
Oop. I don't want that. I want this because we need to look at Betty like that, and we need to look at Goetzy like this. Do that for you, Vince.
Be careful how you finish that sentence, Ibar.
But Betty got really clean board in this game 3. One pill short of a drop into an L, but she's about getting those combos right now. Goetzy fighting for his tournament life here.
But he's got lots set up, lots stacked up here. So if he can just get down past this top line and start clearing out some viruses again, he'll be back in the game.
Setting up for that L. There it is. And Betty waiting for that piece. Oh, and that piece of trash is perfectly placed for Goetzy on Betty's board.
You love to see
All right, and another one. Column 4 is a little sore spot for Betty right now. Look at that micro adjustment. I love that too.
Oof. Betty forgoes a fat log, but trades it in for a nice quad.
Are there any quads that aren't nice? Pretty much love a quad on any day. 25-42.
This double blue for Goetzy going to be really nice, letting him drill down and clear that right side up to a more manageable height again. But immediately getting rained on by garbage yet again.
BettyB setting up, I think, but her board is always in a state of setup. It's just finding the triggers in the right. Oh, she's laughing. She makes my day.
Same, bit well, same.
Goetzy's like, what do I got to do?
Play like he's playing right
Wow. It's still close, though. 26-18. This is not over.
No, neither of these players able to successfully top each other out.
You know,
We get down to my favorite type of victory, a virus victory here. We get to see more speed run, more efficiency-minded plays, but you still want to be comboing nonstop. You want that down button to be taped.
I'm liking Goetzy's board here, though, and this combo is going to be nice and pretty once it's completed. Columns 7 and 8 are going to be an issue for Goetzy. Is it a matter of can you dash something to the right, or take off your shoe and roll to the right, or
Especially now.
probably just ignore it and work from underneath? But either one of those, whatever you like to do best.
Especially with that last piece of garbage there. What a mistake is just too costly there.
We are getting to the speeds now, about level, I think 9 or 12 NES Tetris speeds. I'm going to get that graph up for our final four.
Oh, and Goetzy blocking off a horizontal from Betty. Very good to interrupt her plans, but that column 8 for him is just piled high with viruses.
And you can see Goetzy's indecision there. He's like, what am I going to do with this piece? It's getting too fast. Betty down to her last 5. Look nice, down to her
Nice
final
little
4.
combo.
These are going to be a little trickier to clear out.
Oh, that virus again, just delaying her a little bit.
If you're Goetzy right now, you're just thinking combo, combo, combo.
Betty's got the horizontal back open. Did. Stay tuned. There we go. Some good reds. Not landing
All right.
where they need to, though.
One, down to Betty's last virus. Looks like horizontal's the way to go. 2 more pills should do it unless Goetzy could get a combo here. There's a combo as Speak of the Devil.
Whenever you have those horizontal
And there it
setups-
is. Betty it makes it to the next round.
Oh, that was game 3.
Yep. You
Wow.
stay there. Betty, you stay right there.
I know that was one of the longest matches we've had yet, but that still felt fast.
Yeah. So it's Betty versus Rookout.
Lots of playful banter here before the match. A much smaller event than Columbus. Nice to spend more quality time with these players.
Yeah, Friday watching a chat saying Betty's my new favorite person.
Join the club. Betty has
I love you guys.
a good fan club.
You guys ready?
The player of the people.
Round 2 matchup for a trip to the Final Four. 3, 2, 1, pills.
These players off to a strong start. Looking close to identical, but Betty firing off the first combo here.
Ooh, Matt, way at the top.
As these players are feeling out each other's play styles, Betty just getting some good combos down here. Really wants to get a red-blue to that top right, but not sure if she's going to try to commit to it.
You talk about the differences. Obviously, there's a lot of similarities in the Tetris scene and the Dr. Mario scene, but the biggest difference is the mindset. Tetris is a reactive game. The pieces are coming down. You're moving them left and right, reacting to the situation. In Dr. Mario, it's an aggressive mindset. You have to constantly press down. You have to make decisions even faster. And sometimes the faster decision, even if it's the less correct one, is the better decision because of that speed.
Bad move quickly.
And as I say that, Matt Martin's near the top of the board. And there's the top out, and Betty takes game one.
There appears to be an upper limit.
Well, Matt does have a combo towel, so that helps him out.
The towel and the glove, relics from a much sweatier game. Oh, and Betty comboing herself. You love to see it if you're Rookout. Everyone but Betty loves to see it.
Now, Matt's a big streamer. Are you this chatty as Betty is when you play your games? Yes.
Players talking about whether they can talk and play at the same time.
Well, one thing, when Betty plays, she drops so much trash on your board, you can talk while you're waiting those 3 seconds for those pills to drop.
A different type of trash talk entirely.
Yeah, it's...
Betty gesturing eloquently.
Wow.
As she waits for a combo to complete for herself.
Pinky's out.
This is a stylish play and a really compact quad there. Dropped one row. Everything is coming up Betty here in this game too.
Matt is trying to get out of that top line, and Betty is not letting him.
Surviving though here at the top.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, is Betty cheering on the quad from Matt. Almost patronizing, but it's Betty, it's not.
Or is it? I think this needs to be a group effort to take out Betty. Just keep distracting her. Keep slinging mud from the commentary booth. Doesn't seem to be doing much, though, as she is close to the bottom of her board here. Only 9 viruses remaining. But will it even come to that? As Rookout's
Matt's constricted a bit here.
running out of room. Needs a red.
There it is. Betty
Go
takes
red.
game 2.
Flindo is very observant. Also not under obligation to report this, but Betty did beat me in our sparring match. Despite what she says, I was taking it seriously. She's happy to hear that. I'm not. Betty very active in the online available options for getting all that versus
Ooh,
practice in.
A little overshift for Matt there. He's rolling so hard. Oh, Matt. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. You got this. There you go.
Oh, he
See?
lives.
He lives. Get 2 more yellows.
A double yellow,
Double
perhaps?
yellow. Stand it up. Oh, he does it that way.
Excellent survival.
Let's go.
That said, there's more blue there on top that's just as problematic. Oh,
Oh, and there it is. Betty is in our final 4. GG's.
Giggling her way through that match.